throttle when it first started.
Shit, that was way too heavy. I'll stop for a while.
Yeah, maybe go a little later on the throttle.
You said heavy in the goddamn thing.
Well, that was
Not happening.
We've done so many tricky things that have taken a lot of time and everything else. I think the hardest one to get right, and I think the current one we're still working on that springs to mind, is quite possibly the rear mounted radiator setup. We have it working, but it's a balance between aero, drag and efficiency, and we're still working out what we've got to get tailored for that. Other than that, I would say some of the bodywork stuff that we did with the roof and everything else was really challenging. A lot of work for everyone to make it look somewhat clean and tidy afterwards. The motor program's always been really tough for the car. EJ motors don't like to live at the horsepower we're asking of them. We've got that lick.
Step into a world where there's no one left but the very best. No MC can tell.
The Alpha endurance racing. Obviously that didn't really work out very well for the 2006 NASA 25 hour. We had a crack at that. We learned what not to do for endurance racing. That was pretty educational. And then the whole time attack scene was kind of blowing up a lot, and we decided to slap some sticky rubber on it and turn the boost up in pure endurance format, really, just the way it came back. We fixed the things that failed at the 25 hour, and we let it fly, and the car, I think it came second overall to the C West car, which is like our nemesis for the first 2 years, and the media that we got for it was just, you know, off the hook. So we decided to stay with that, and it was more fun. We could actually play with horsepower and get creative, building things out, barbecue grills and stuff like that, third aero and whatever, and we taught, you know, used it as a total learning curve of things we never knew we could do before.
Where do you see the L 3 years from now?
Oof. Hopefully parked in a shop somewhere, gathering up dust with every record under the sun in the United States behind it. But more realistically, I don't really know. Certainly we'll never sell that car. We've all got so much time invested. There's been a lot of people, a lot of friends and colleagues, families, associates, sponsors have put time and effort into that car, so it's really hard to say. I hope, like I said, it's just parked as a shrine, semi-retired, waiting to come out of its lair, saying, you know, we've got all the records, someone else come and beat it. But realistically, I don't know if that's the case, but, you know, fingers crossed, that's where it's going to be. How's it affected what we currently work on and build? I would say that the knowledge bases we've gained. I mean, from an engine tuning standpoint guy that I am now, I look at things a lot more as an overall package for people, like the solutions for handling, braking and everything else, and aero. It's really sort of, we've used it as an R&D footprint for what the business can offer as well. So we've learned a ton of things related to a lot more than just sitting on a dyno pumping out horsepower and building engines. We passed that all along and all that knowledge base, so I think it's really advanced what we can offer as an overall shop.
If you weren't racing in Global Time Attack, what would you be doing?
Probably sit here on Sunday afternoon, just give me the camera and have someone asking me these dumbass questions.
What I do? Don't fuck with that. Get him! Get him! Ah! Get him! Ow! Fuck! Motherfucker! Get him! Occupy this motherfucker!
Ow! No. Hopefully I'd be maybe doing something with a team wheel-to-wheel racing or something. I mean, I'd certainly be out on the track anyway, supporting day at the track beats a good day at work, and around GST, Jesus, even a good day at work. What is that?
Blue Moon. You have Blue Moon?
No, maybe really don't want to play.
Yeah, have a round bunch.
And kidding aside, no, I think I'd be supporting customers and helping out with stuff. I'm really glad that Global Time Attack did step up and with the demise of Redline, so that we all have some form of, pond to piss in, so to speak. What I'd like to see Nats driving, wow. Pretty tough. So currently I really hate Priuses or the people that drive them, but I gotta say, a car that I did own was this Fiat Uno Turbo back in the day. What a piece of shit that thing was. I mean, it was pretty quick and scary, but that thing was, Fiat stands for Fix It Again Tomorrow. It was an absolute turd with four wheels. I don't think I'd wish that on anybody, that car, apart from perhaps John Midori. The most important factor for Time Attack Racing and being successful, there really isn't any. Like, you can't name any one thing. I've said it long ago, from my point of view, is that, without the sponsors, without having the right team, the right sponsors, the right crew, the right driver, and an application, the car will be done. I think it all has to be right to be successful. I mean, you can have the best parts on a car and a guy that, throws it off track everywhere or something, and it's not going to be successful. You can have, the right parts and the right driver and a crew that, is just putting armor on the windshield and stuff instead of something to paint it, and you're not going to have it right. I think it's a complete sort of overall package. Everything needs to be in place, from the products you use, the sponsors that support you, to the crew that helps you, that the car has to be capable, and you've got to have a fantastic driver that can just get the best out of the package. Well, from all the stuff I'm seeing, media, like the guys at World Time Attack who put on an incredible event every year, have got like Nemo and everything, I think that car is certainly out there as far as money spent per dollar and everything. Obviously everyone, the Garage Revolutions FD is semi-tube, sort of GTC car. I think it is getting a little crazy, but I think it benefits the sport, and I honestly welcome seeing those challenges. Like I said before, it doesn't all come down to money. I think the whole team, crew, everything needs to be part of the package. I mean, if it was all down to like a tube frame car, then obviously Garage Revolutions technically would have won last year, but obviously, Cyber Evo, pulled it out at the last moment over Sierra Sierra. Sierra had a lot of money in that car. I wouldn't say it was radical. I think there was a lot of things that could be done in the essence of Time Attack. Like Cyber Evo is very lightweight. The construction of the cage is what some would say not safe. I think it is getting crazier, and I think it's only going to get crazier. And I think because of the tendency, certainly in the United States, the rules and allowances are going to be put in place to let these big cars come in, regardless of its kind of skirting or beyond the rule set. But I think it has to happen. I actually encourage it. I think it's great. I wish I had the money of a project like the Nemo car. I probably wouldn't spend it on the car though. I'd buy a bar in Tahiti or something like that, and take it easy. But more kudos to the owner there, and I think he's going to drive it himself, and that car looks fantastic. I for one can't wait to see the results of how it does against the Cyber Evo and everyone else at World Time Attack. Well, I mean, unlimited forms in any kind of form of racing, when you open it up and it's unlimited in the true sense of the word, it's always going to be dollars and cents, and dollars are always going to win everything. Well, not always, but they're going to put you certainly very far at the forefront of it. I think it is a money game in Unlimited, and it has been for some time. I think it pushes people like myself and the teams like GST and everyone else that are a little more grassroots to get really sort of innovative and going outside the box and doing stuff that just borrowing back and trying stuff. It'll always be money. It always has been. All racing is expensive. When you add Unlimited in front of a class type that's going to be super expensive, I think it will keep happening. There'll always be somebody rich who's going to bankroll something and push things a little bit further and get the right crew in. They're going to be expensive, and they're going to build builds that are expensive. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that, and I don't think it detracts from it. I think there's always going to be the people that do things on a shoestring like we do.
Finish the sentence. Christian Rado is my...
Well, you know what? I really can't finish that one. Because technically speaking, what everyone knows, we've seen his speed on his art and history and everything this year, and obviously Christian Rado has become a really good friend, and all the guys at World Racing are the top draw, fantastic people. Like I said again, it doesn't matter if you've got like a great car with a shit crew, or money in a shit car, or a driver in a shit car. They've got it all down there. Good driver, good car, good crew. They've got some funds as well. So Jeff is basically, Chris Rado is definitely Jeff's daddy, according to what we've got built into the L. If I have to finish that sentence, shit, I don't know. It's going to be really tough. You know what I'm going to say? Chris Rado is one of my friends. That's it, you're banned from video.